Hey, Tubies! Welcome to Monday. Guess what time it is? Time for horoscopes! Yay! We're going to spin around the big Zodiac wheel and see what's in the stars for you. But before we get into that, got some important announcements. Last night we had the Witching Hour, and that was a live broadcast. If you didn't see that, check it out. It's in the queue right before this one. We had such a fun time. Great turnout. I want to say thank you to all of you who came out to it. And, this weekend we had a really great time. If you've been away for the weekend, on Friday, Paranormal Friday, we had a radio seance and we got real evidence. So that's in the queue. Look back on Friday. On Saturday, we had our spiritualist class, and I showed you my newest artworks. In addition to that, a lot of you have been writing saying, Bob, we love your artwork. Do you have any more? Well, here's another one. I've been doing a series of different abstract expressionist works, and this is another one of my new ones. This is actually done on construction paper. I've been experimenting working with construction. This is done on a soft pink construction paper. It's done in black acrylic, and it's an abstract expressionist. So anyways, you guys like that? In the future, I'm hoping to be selling prints, copies of my works, which will be signed and numbered. So tell me in the box below, do you like my artwork? Are you interested in maybe having a chance to get some prints of some of my works? I'd love to hear from you. Well, I am so glad that you guys are here. And as I said, we're going to spin around the big Zodiac wheel. By the way, some people have been reaching out to me. I do have a new telephone number. If you've been trying to reach me for a reading at the old number, it is disconnected. Please reach out to me at my new phone number, which is 703-825-3929. That'll be in the info box below this video, so definitely check me out. Visit my website as well, robert-schickman.com or psychicbob.com. And you can go over there, look at my stuff about my readings, book a private reading, also buy some books. I got the wonderful books. I'm a published author, and we have a bookstore tab on the website. So, check it out. Anyways, we're going to jump into it. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to spin around our big wheel and see what's in the stars for you. All right, well, here we are. By the way, I always forget to do this. Our horoscopes today are for the time period of Monday, September 24th, 2018 through Sunday, September the 30th. So September 24th through September 30th, 2018, that's our time period for this video. Okay. So, all right, well, we're starting out. I tell you, we got a very interesting week this week. A lot of very high-powered transits, a lot of interesting oppositions, which we'll talk about as well. Well, we're starting off today on Monday the 24th. We've got our sun in Libra. We just moved over into Libra, what was it, two days ago? Let's see, Libra started, yesterday. Yesterday we started to Libra, so happy birthday to our Libras this next few weeks. And so our sun's in Libra, that's opening up a lot of air energy communication. We've got our moon in Pisces, which is that psychic water energy. Today we have our sun conjunct Mercury, which is going to open up communications for people. We've got our sun trine Mars as well, which is going to bring a lot of inspiration in. We've got the moon trine Jupiter, which is opening up prosperity, especially on the inner self and knowing about that. And we've got Mercury trine Mars, which again is high-powered communications. What this always means, or what all of this means today, I should say, means trust your inner voice. Look to your inner voice for success right now, okay? You're going to make it through, but you've got to trust yourself. So don't doubt yourself. If you're getting an inside message about something you should do, follow it. Okay, that's your secret to success. Now, going into Tuesday, Tuesday's going to be our full moon this month. We've got our moon in Aries, which is a fire power. That means our moon has got a lot of stimulating fire energy. The sun is in opposition to the moon. That means it's a full moon. Okay, and we've got the moon in opposition to Mercury. Now, a lot of astrologers say that when a planet is in opposition to the sun or the moon, it's a negative aspect. I disagree with that, because when we're on Earth and we have a full moon, we always say that's a time of power and blessing. So I don't agree with the astrologers who say that an opposition is a challenging or negative aspect. For the moon to be in opposition to Mercury, this means that your words, your inner knowing is carrying power right now. So with that fire energy, with the full moon, this means think about your words, let them come from within and speak them out, and you will have power. So I believe this opposition of moon opposition to Mercury is a power aspect, not a negative aspect. My take on it. All right, now going into Wednesday here, we still got that moon in Aries, that wonderful fire energy. We've got our moon square Pluto. We've got Mercury trine Mars. We've got Mars square Venus and Mars square Uranus. What all this means, it's going to be a little challenging on Wednesday. Focus on kind of retreating from social activities. With that Mercury trine Mars, that speeds up communication, but it can also send people in the wrong direction because Mars square Venus means clashes of energy. Be careful if you don't want to flirt with people and get the wrong energy going there. Mars square Uranus means people be a little oversensitive, a little crazy acting. Really, Wednesday, I would say focus on self-directed works, be kind of, retreat from the social scene is really what I'd say on Wednesday, okay? Now, going into Thursday, things balance out a little bit. We've still got that moon in Aries, which is firepower, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means, high energy, okay? We've got our moon trine Saturn. We've got Mercury trine Mars and Saturn trine Uranus. All of these are favorable aspects. And what this means is let logic rule. Let it rule over emotion, okay? That Aries firepower, if you let emotion rule you, it's going to get the better of you. But with that Saturn trine Uranus, that means breakthroughs in logic. So you want to really let your logical mind dictate your actions and your words that day, okay? Now, going into Friday, some of you have been writing, say, Bob, I want love in my life. Well, this Friday is your love day, okay? We've got our moon moving into Earth, into Taurus, which is Earth energy. That sensual nature will be present. Our moon is in opposition to Venus. Again, now this is where we're talking about oppositions, okay? Some astrologers say moon in opposition to Venus is a negative aspect because it's challenging. I think it means, what that means is if you're on the planet Venus, it's full moon. Full moon to me is always a time of power. So this is the planet that deals with love and energy. So it's a full moon in the love planet. I think this is a power aspect. Now we do have Venus square Mars, which is challenging, but this in the negative means that there could be a clash. But I look at the other planets around it, and I would say this also indicates flirtation. So a little tension, there may be some banter, a little aggressiveness, but it's like flirtation. It all leads to love. Venus is trine Neptune, which means you'll have a sense of the future if you want to go forward. So Friday is your love day. Definitely ask out that special person, pursue them. If you're in a marriage, it's going to be like exciting all over again. So there you go. So Friday's our love day. Now, going into the weekend on Saturday, we got a really powerful day on Saturday because our moon moves into Taurus that day. And we've got the moon in opposition to Jupiter. Again, this is another opposition. We've got three major oppositions. We've got the moon in opposition to Mercury on Tuesday. We've got the moon in opposition to Venus on Friday. That was the love day. And then on Saturday, we've got the moon in opposition to Jupiter. And we have Venus trine Neptune. All of this means that it is your business power day. If you've been working on a business project, maybe you're launching a business or trying to get connections for business or close a deal, Saturday's your power day. Definitely follow through. You got extra power that day. Awesome, awesome energy. Now, moon in opposition to Jupiter means, again, trust your inner voice, okay? So there you go. All right, now going into Sunday, we've got our moon moving over into Gemini. That's that air energy. That brings in kind of that cosmic awareness, that openness to reality bigger than ourselves. We've got our sun trine the moon. Our sun is trine Mars. Moon is trine Mars. And Venus is trine Neptune. All of these favorable power aspects. Sunday is really your psychic power day. For those of you who want to get ahead in your spiritual lives, we got all that energy. That moon in Gemini opens up communications. And in this case, it's going to be psychic connections with that sun trine the moon. And we've got the moon trine Mars and Venus trine Neptune. All this points to inner connections to the spirit world and outer connections that are inspiring and clear-sighted. So, Psychic Power Day on Sunday. Oh my gosh, isn't that exciting? We got a pretty cool week here. Well, we're going to jump in here and we're going to go around our wheel and listen to our horoscopes here. Now, I got to say, people ask me, Psychic Bob, where do you get your horoscopes? I handwrite these horoscopes. They are my own creation. I study the transits of the week and I put them together. So you won't get these anywhere else. And I also get people always write and say, well, Bob, the other astrologer said that I'm a Pisces because my birthday is on March 21st. But in your horoscope, it says I'm an Aries. What sign am I? Well, the truth is you're a little bit of both. You're a cusp sign. And that just means you get two horoscopes. So if you have a question about if you're on that cusp, then listen to both and you'll start to figure out which one you're more of. You know, my mom is on the cusp of Sagittarius and Scorpio, and she studies both, and she said she's a Sagittarius. So you'll start to know which one you are, and you can claim that. So it just means you get twice the blessing. Don't let it stress you out, okay? All right, let's spin around our wheel and see what's going on. All right, our first sign today is Aries. That's March 21st through April 19th. Aries, right now you got communication power. You want to be seen, see and be seen, but not just see and be seen, but be heard. Speak your truth. Tell people your plans. Let them know what you're feeling. This also goes for relationship Aries. You want to be out there, make yourself known, and be a real presence. Also highlighted for Aries this week are issues connected to writing. So this is another form of communication energy. You want to take advantage of it. See, be seen, but mostly be heard, okay? Your keyword this week, Aries, is speak. Speak with power. You're going to rock it. All right, our next sign, Taurus, April 20th through May 20th. You know, Taurus, right now you are becoming very body aware. And what I mean by that is Tauruses are going to feel good. There's a lot of sensual energy this week for you. There's a lot of luxury. You might want to spend some time shopping, working on clothes, working on your image. You're going to find that you have a very positive view of yourself. And if you're a Taurus who's been feeling a little down, thinking, oh, I just don't measure up, I don't look so great, take another look in the mirror, because this week you're going to see the real you that's coming out, that's emerging. Taurus is in a time of transformation right now. This transformation is going to be in work and in personal life. Don't be surprised if in romance, if people start coming up to you and saying, you look so good, what did you do? It's that natural energy. You're in that cycle. You're growing. You're evolving. Also highlighted for Taurus this week are issues connected to health regimens such as exercise and diet. So it's a good time to help further enhance that natural energy by working on your exercise program, get a personal trainer, join a gym, of course, talk to your doctor before you do anything dangerous, but really go down that road, okay? Your key word this week, Taurus, is wholeness. Be whole within yourself. You'll rock. All right, our next sign, Gemini, May 21st through June 20th. Geminis, I tell you, with that, that moon moving into your sign this week and all those alarms, you are definitely in psychic power mode right now. You're going to find, particularly in the work area, that you just have a sense of time. You just know. Trust that knowing and make things happen. In the area of relationships, same thing, Gemini. You're just in the know. So you can go with your heart, you can go with your head. You're going to find that you have a kind of a really nice balance between both of them. That's going to work for you this week. Also highlighted for Geminis this week are issues connected to occult studies. So if you want to dig into some astrology or spiritualism or Wicca, all of that's available and you should look into it. Your keyword this week, Gemini, is psychic. All right. Our next side on the wheel is Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. You know, Cancer, you're sharing a lot with the Geminis this week. You've got that inner knowing going on. You've got that intuitive nature. You've got that channeled wisdom. You really do. This week, you've got to let that inner voice reign over anything anybody else says. If you go into work this week and somebody says, oh, we got to do this on this project, and you're saying, I think we need to go a different direction. Speak up, say it, and push on it, because your inner voice will save you a lot of drama if you exercise it, okay? In the area of personal relationships also, this week you want to kind of think about trying to hear what your partner is saying. Cancers are generally very sensitive people and really feel everybody's energy. But this week you want to even take that to the next level and listen. Ask a lot of questions, especially if you're in a relationship. Say, tell me how you feel. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Really hear what they're saying. And you're going to really impress them because they'll be like, wow, my Cancer partner just loves me to death. And you will. Okay. Now, also highlighted for Cancers this week are issues connected to art, such as doing art like painting, sculpting, anything creative. Be open to that, photography, all of that. Okay. Your key word this week, Cancer, is listen. Listen to the inner voice. Listen to those around you. Hear what's being said. Listen. All right, our next sign of the wheel, Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, there's a lot of Martian influence this week, and it's really stimulating energy everywhere. You're going to feel it, and you're going to want to jump into the fray. I'm going to caution Leos, really go slow this week. Go slow with your actions. Go slow with your words. Because you're a fire sign, this energy could actually be overstimulating and cause you to step on somebody's toes as they speak. Particularly in work, be very slow to speak. If somebody wants you to jump into a project, step back, evaluate it, let that logic mind get in the way, because you're going to really feel that emotional tug this week. Don't let it overwhelm you, but take it from the place of logic. This is also going to happen in relationships. Going to be a lot of fast-moving energy. If you're a single, Leo, and you start to feel like, wow, there's an attraction, there's going to be a really fast thing. It's like, we're going to move from our first date into planning our wedding in 12 hours. Slow that down too. It's easy to get carried away in the moment. But Leo, if it's meant to happen and it's meant to last, it'll wait. It'll be patient for you, and it'll be there. So don't rush anything this week. Also highlighted for Leos this week are issues connected to music, particularly music appreciation. It's a good time to go to a concert. So maybe take that person to a concert and just help them chillax with you. Your key word this week, Leo, is slowly. Proceed in all things slowly. All right, our next sign is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, you are in the winner's circle this week. This is a time for Virgos to really shine. You're going to find in work that people have taken your advice in the past and things are better, and it's going to be noted. Don't be surprised, Virgo, if you get a recommendation from your boss for promotion or some type of bonus or award. You're going to find also in relationships that, any effort now made to kind of shore things up, particularly if it's been a challenging relationship, is going to really take you far. You're in a position, Virgo, to win friends and influence people, so make sure you're present, that you share your viewpoint, and that you're actively involved in moving forward. Also highlighted for Virgos this week are issues connected to travel, so your success may take you around the world, so see where you go. Your key word this week, Virgo, is success. Success is yours. I'm going to hang out with you. Maybe I'll get successful. All right. Our next sign is Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, that Martian influence is really working in your favor. As an air sign, you are feeling the firepower, and rather than being burned by it, it's now your tool of power. You're going to be very inspired this week. You're going to want to create things. You're going to develop things. You're going to be on the scene. Let yourself flow with the energy. Let yourself be alive. Let yourself be zany and creative. In the area of relationships, you're going to see a new path ahead of you. You're going to say, you know what? I'm glad I didn't walk that other road. I'm ready to move forward. And you're going to find that there's a lot of emotional healing this week from past emotional wounds from love, and you're in a place of new beginning in that area. Also highlighted for Libras this week are issues connected to business development. So if you've been wanting to start a business, or you have a business and want to take it to the next level, be open to making money, to be creative, and be successful. Your key word this week, Libra, is inspiration. Let that inspiration guide you. You're going to be awesome. All right, our next sign is Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpio, people this week are going to seek you out. They need a friend, and you're going to be a friend to them. And you're going to find that you have a very powerful week of forming alliances. This will be particularly helpful in work because you may at times feel as a Scorpio that deep nature makes you separate from people. This week you're going to feel a connectivity with people. Allow that to be part of your life and watch where it takes you. Teamwork is going to be very key with you this week, particularly in work. To be honest with you, Scorpio, romance for you this week may be a little challenging. It may be a little hard to connect with people just simply because of schedules and lack of focus on their part, not yours. But this is a great time to focus on your friends, reconnecting with people you haven't seen for a while, and really spend time doing activities that are related to your joys, pursuits, and hobbies. Also highlighted for Scorpio this week are issues connected to spirituality. So it might be a good time also to, have a spiritual retreat and sit with like-minded people. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is friendship. Be a friend to the world, and the world will be a friend to you. All right, our next sign is Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, you have been going wild for the last few weeks. You've been burning the candle at both ends, from work to play to romance. This week, Sagittarius, you want to slow things down. You want to think about coming back to center, not so much extreme. You're going to find in work that things kind of suddenly lighten up and you have a little bit more free time. So don't overburden yourself. Enjoy the free time and allow that just to be present for you, okay? You're going to find the area of relationships this week also maybe a little quiet, kind of like the Scorpios. You may find that it's hard to connect with people socially, but this is a time for inner work, inner reflection. So it's a good time to be a little solitary and enjoy that silence, Also highlighted for Sagittarius this week are issues connected to home design or home decor. So if you've been wanting to renovate your home, get a new look, be open to that. You got a lot of power for that. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is rest. Slow it down. All right. Our next sign, Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Let's see. I can't read my notes here. Okay, Capricorn, yes. Capricorn, similar to the Sagittarius, you also want to focus on slowing down a little bit this week. Capricorns tend to run a mile a minute, but they're very efficient. But what you're forgetting sometimes in the equation is to give yourself time to honor yourself. You're going to find in work, like the Sagittarius this week, things start to slow down. This is a great time for Sagittarius or for Capricorns, well, Sagittarius too, but Capricorns to kind of take some personal days, get away from work, and indulge in your hobbies, indulge in yourself. Give yourself some self-time, some me time. That's the word, me time. You got to have some me time. Okay, you're going to find in relationships also like Sagittarius, a little challenging this week to really move that forward. Again, schedules seem to be a little awkward around Capricorns for romance. So, know that your partner loves you and you express that you love them, but make sure to get some downtime, some me time for you this week. That will bring you success, okay? Also highlighted for Capricorns are issues connected to luxury shopping. So maybe you just take off and indulge yourself and go to your favorite store, treat yourself to your favorite perfume, cologne, or buy some luxurious clothes, something special for you. Your key word this week, Capricorn, is nurture, self-nurture. All right. Our next sign, Aquarius, January 20th through February 18th. Oh, Aquarius, you are sharing a lot with the Geminis this week. You are in total psychic mode. You feel the spirit around you. You're hearing the words. You're getting the insights. It's literally like spirit has opened the top of your head and is pouring knowledge and information and wisdom into you. Be open to receiving that wisdom because it's literally being channeled through your higher self and from the spirit world. You're going to find in work that you just know what the boss wants before he even knows it or she knows it. Trust that, run with it. You'll be successful. In the area of relationships, Aquarians are sometimes challenged, to have that one-on-one personal relationship. And if you get a little tongue-tied on a one-on-one, Aquarians, we can talk to the whole world. So I'm an Aquarius, so I totally know what I'm talking about here. We can talk to the whole world, but sometimes one-on-one we get tongue-tied. And so what you got to remember is you're receiving everything through the higher self this week. Right now, you just want to say, higher self, speak through me, and then you'll say things perfectly. And that'll move your relationships forward and make you look really awesome. Also highlighted for Aquarians this week are issues connected to investments, financial investments, such as 401k, stocks, all of that. Might want to call up a broker and see what you can get going. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is channel. Oh, I love that. All right, our next side is Pisces, February 19th through March 20th. You know, Pisces, you are also sharing a lot of energy right now with the Scorpios because that social activity energy is really strong around you. You're going to find in work this week, Pisces, that if you play a little more than you work, you'll actually get more done. It's funny, if you try to put yourself, nose to the grindstone, as they say, and get all this work done, you're gonna be behind. If you take time, go to lunches with your friends, laugh, have fun during the day, guess what? Everything flows better and you get more accomplished. Isn't that funny? Work less, or I should say not necessarily work less, but try less and succeed more. You're also going to find in relationships similar energy. People want to be part of your world. They just are drawn to you. If you're a single Pisces, don't be surprised if there are a lot of dates coming up this week. It's a fun week to get out and be social. Also highlighted for Pisces this week are issues connected to public speaking. So you may find, Pisces, that people love you so much, they grab you and say, will you come to our Kiwanis Club meeting and talk about, whatever. You'll be an expert, perceived as an expert this week. Let your star rise, let it shine, be who you are, be glamorous, be on the scene, and be open to public speaking. Your key word this week, Pisces, is share. Just share your thoughts, share your time, be present. Oh my gosh, guys, can you believe we spun around our big wheel? Well, there we go. I say it every week, but I have to say it because it's so true. If you are at a time of crisis in your life, don't be afraid. Just pause, look to the stars, because that zodiac wheel is always in motion, spinning above the earth. And what that means is that each day brings new alignments, new opportunities for blessing, and new opportunities for joy. So remember, the stars don't control us or compel us, but they gently illuminate and guide us on our journeys. So if you work with them, they'll be your best friends. Well, guys, I'm so glad you're here. Listen, I love you. Thank you for being here. Listen, I have to remind you again, if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, I have a new phone number, 703-825-3929. Reach out to me. We'll get you on the schedule. If you want to read about my work, go to my website, robert-hickman.com or psychicbob.com. The link of that for that will be below. And check me out, okay? Anyways, guys, you guys rock. I love you. I think you're the best. And thank you for being here for my horoscopes. Keep it here. We got tomorrow. I forgot to tell you. Tomorrow is live call-in. Call me tomorrow between the hours. It's only between these hours, guys. 10 a.m. Eastern time to 12 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, we're going to do live calls. I'm going to take calls from the public to answer psychic questions. Okay, so you get one question. You get to talk to Psychic Bob. You'll talk to me on the phone, real person to person, and we'll see what the spirit world has for you. Later that day, now I've got a lot of readings tomorrow, private sessions, so we won't get the video up for that till later. But if you call me between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m., you will get to talk to me. You guys are out. I love you. Blessings to you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And until then, may you always blessed be.